Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the babbler. That is me on this evolutionary uprise of a high rise at this time. So I just got spirited and all excited in receiving a wonderful message from a fabulous goddess that I happen to know that I haven't heard from in some time. So hi. And in that, it inspired a thought process that I feel compelled to just come on here and just freely speak. I'm trying to keep, these messages down to, ooh, that smoke that came. Down to not being so long, because then, my videos don't get uploaded. So, but it made me think of something that occurred for me yesterday. Now, many of you that might be watching here might be very sensitive to the energies, to the external environment around you. And many of you here might be very mindful and conscious in every kind of way of that external energy that comes into interplay and intermingle with you in every kind of way, sensitive as I. So in noting that, a little bit more extra effort I put in to be conscious of the effects that others might try to spin my way. And yesterday I caught myself in, it wasn't immediate either, but it's much faster than it has ever been in my entire life. Let's say to note that my shifting that was happening or could have happened was not mine at all. So in regards to the divine masculine and feminine energies that I keep picking up collectively all around, it's not just, about the intimate relationships between lovers, you see, because we have interactions with people intimately on a daily, like whether it's close friends, family, whatever the case may be. There's so many different levelings of communicating and interacting and engaging and partnering and growing and evolving that's happening all around. So when I speak about it in divine masculine and feminine energies, even though I may couple the two, there's still other aspects and avenues of living that occur for each of these energies and the androgynous energies that exist within each of us. So in realizing yesterday, I caught myself quick that one of my own intimate partnerings, friendships, I was picking up the energy that they were subconsciously emanating out into our shared space universe, that I was subconsciously reacting and shifting, and it took a timeout, a momentary timeout. A timeout could be 3 seconds, but a 3-second download, trust me, can be a lot. And so it put into perspective really quick what was happening. And so I, aligned with my divine, was like, hold up, guys. I call upon my, angels, archangels, God, goddess, elements, every single energy of alchemy that exists within me that I tap into. You see that it was, for my centering in my own portal, you see, because I am responsible for the energies that I emanate out into this shared space. Oh, I was like, let me check myself today. So, that's what happened. And I, guess what? Elevated. So, what is being brought into for me to just pull right now is just whatever messages that are going to align with this right now is part of the work that a lot of the divine feminine is working on right now. And it's kind of like not taking things so personally, not being so quick to react, being a little bit more extra extra compassionate, and to self, and instead of being so reactive, you know. The other day I posted, if you watch, I think it was the koala spirit animal, koala bear message, I spoke of just in both Vedic astrology and Western astrology, both having the Aries influence and the Piscean influence still existing right now, that would be like a jacuzzi type watery kind of effect, like the heat, the bubbling, that kind of energy. Like, it's either you're creating it or you're being sucked into it, you know. And as creators, be mindful of that. We are the creators of our environment. These are the waters, the heated waters, the bubbling waters, the cycling, the portal of these waters that are taking effect through the sacrifice. Look at that. Through the sacrificing that we are putting in, through the worth of work that we are finding ourselves. I'm getting emotional, so whoever's here is probably emotional too. Just overall, just very sensitive. You know, it's a beautiful thing to be that way, to feel that way. But this worth of work that we have put in is changing and shifting, these paradigm shifts of evolution that's occurring, that is spreading out into the collective, of not taking things so personally, especially when we are internally noting that the work and the worth that we put in the hermit mode, and all the stuff that we are doing for ourselves, and how that ripple effects, and how nurturing and how time consuming that can be when we are being triggered by others, you see, or others don't respond or react or give us immediately whatever it is that we feel that we think we should have, or respond to us in the way that we wish that they had, or not taking their behaviors that we are perceiving to be projected towards us personally. Because I wrote something on my blog. Also check out my blog. I know I keep mentioning that. I know my videos too, but it's something that I do. I write a lot too. enchantingbible.blogspot.com. I wrote, I shared a self-portrait. I took a picture. I took a selfie because on my camera I can only take selfies. But yeah, where I was like, Mama said, to be nice, and that everything isn't about me, to be a little bit more forgiving and understanding for this overstanding of a lot of things. So, being mindful of that, and being able to operate on these 3D lands, conscious of this effect that everybody's going through their own processes, everybody's going through their own evolution, everybody's going through their own waves, and not everybody's on the same level or page. So, to be thoughtful to another person's journey, to not take their lack thereof a response, or lack thereof of an emotion, or their lack thereof of anything that we feel, because it's not fair nor right or righteous to expect something from another. Just expect these things from yourself, so it's beautiful. So I just wanted to pull a spirit animal card, and whatever card happens on that I feel like pulling. I shuffled 3 decks right now, so let's see what happens. So this is in regards to that. You've been putting in the work. You've been putting in that worthiness of a work that has allowed you to filter through a lot of filters and streams to be able to navigate on these 3D realms that is allowing you to not be so reactive, explosive, and quick to take on the energies from the externals and respond in that kind of way, because you've been putting in the work every single day. And so that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And then, you know what happens in divine right timing? All things align, and you're like, wow, I'm glad I didn't overreact at that time, or felt some type of way, or didn't, you know, take so personally, or didn't allow myself to energize whatever it was I was picking up from my external vines that I'm attached to cause for me to create in my own space things that do not relate, align, or are for me at this time. So, you know, it's about being this mindful at this time. It takes a lot of work, guys, but it's about knowing your why. Why are you doing what you're doing when you're doing what you're doing? And why is it that you're perceiving and receiving and understanding something that is part of your external understanding, and how is it that you're getting into this commanding post? And I'm sorry, I was painting and then I got sage all over me. I was painting another plate, guys. Okay. Yeah, I know. So cute, am I? But yeah, so getting into my rise and my grind and my reign and my, like, why am I doing the things that I'm doing now and today? Like, why am I even tapping into my creative place? You know, like, why do we do what we do? And for who? For whom? You know, the work that we do, that we achieve from our inner states, these lands within us, affects everything all around us. So the relationship, the divine relationship that we seek to have, you know, both masculine, feminine, divine, starts with ourselves inside. So if you read and you tap into any of my readings, that even if I speak about it from an intimate level, and it can be perceived as a story line between lovers you see at this time, think about the lover that you are to yourself first, and then, you know, think about the different views, the different landscapes that you can tap into. That doesn't necessarily mean on these 3D realms that, oh my goodness, why is it always about these two lovers, you see? But you are lover to yourself first, you see? So yeah, so I'm going to just pull a spirit animal card about these energies that I'm speaking of, and see what kind of relation from the divine at this time, you know. And I really do love these spirit animal oracle cards by Colette Braun Reid. I hope I said it right. But, you know, yeah, because that, how just, you know, energetically, the stream that we're tapping into, the waters that we're drinking from, you know, stem from our own inner lands of perception, man. So without further ado, I'm going to shuffle too, and I'm going to pull a card, and I just want to thank you. I get emotional because I'm just an emotional person. Okay, and I just want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for, you know, all the encouragement that you bring, and the support and love and the energy that you, like, nicely throw my way is greatly appreciated in every kind of way. So, let's see. Spirit animals. Spirit animals. Spirit animals. Two more shuffles? Sure. Cantrip. One. I didn't like that shuffle, so I'm gonna do one more. Spirit said it was okay. Let's make it a nice shuffle. Ah, that was nice. Okay. I saw this mid-shuffle when I was shuffling. I don't even know if it showed up on the camera when I had seen Crow. But Crow Spirit wants to speak. Co-create with Spirit. Tapping in. Feels good. There's triumph through the sacrifice. There's triumph through the sacrifice. I need that. It's your destiny. Writer is I on this evolutionary high. Okay. Not bad. I've been doing good. Light. Crow spirit. Light. I just see this, even though this says hope. Co-creating with spirit. The light. Shining forth. You know, at this time. I knew this felt light. I was traveling with these and I put these in like a little baggie. I'm like, why is it so little? I know the weight of my cards. So, and these are from, what's the name of this deck? The Crystal Power Tarot, which I love too. These are the gifts for my daughter. This one here. And this was gifted by my soul bro. These are one of my decks I've had for many years. I forget the name of it. Oracle deck, something like that. Yeah, I don't even use the book for it or anything like that. It's pretty much self-explanatory when I pull these cards. So, and I'm an intuitive reader as well. I mean, I might use the books and stuff like that, especially in the beginning, like how I'm going to read for the animal spirit here, crow spirit. But, you know, do what you want. Do what you feel. Just make sure you align with your most inner divine that is real. And that will be the most Empress-like wave that you can put on display for your own beautiful waves of rain in every kind of way. For justice. Didn't justice come up in the other read too? Alright. Co-create with spirit and light of justice. Just even like that. So I'm going to read Crow Spirit. And then call this video a video because remember we're trying to be mindful because YouTube be acting up sometimes. Alright, so we got the Crow Spirit. Co-create with Spirit. Oracle message. As you look around you, can you sense the magic that pulses through the world? Have you witnessed how every thought can become a thing? How every intention can call the universe into action as the sacred laws shape what you experience. The universe works in perfect order. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with spirit, you will want to crow with delight, feeling the excitement and shining so bright, wonder of being, all right? Feeling the excitement and wonder of being in harmony with something much larger than yourself. Crow Spirit says you are right on target now to see your dreams magically come into being in the visible world. The laws of abundance, compensation, frequency, and praise are operating in your favor now. Remember to be grateful and praise what is yours, even if it is still creating in its form, still residing in the invisible realms of co-creation. No matter what area of your life you're concerned with now, what you hope for is on its way, for spirit is your co-creation partner. How beautiful. I'm gonna cry. It is well on its way. Justice in every kind of way. Protection message. Can't make this shit up. Yes. Crow Spirit wants to know why you think there is no magic in the world if that's how you think. Or do you believe that there once was but it ran out, leaving nothing but ordinariness? Although conditions have become challenging, you have no reason to believe that everything you've set an intention for will elude you or will escape you because it's here for you. Have hope too, the faith that you need and the light that it brings. And sometimes, you know, if you check out the artist, that drew for me the tarot depictions and the goddess depiction, and they said out of the darkness, you know, there can't be any light without the dark, you know, that kind of thing. You can check it out on my blog, enchantingbible.blogspot.com. I shared this alchemical minimalist on Instagram. All the information is there. I know I'm saying it wrong. It's just because I'm getting all tongue-tied. But just, yeah, there could be no light without any dark, you know? And, you know, don't lose hope either, especially if you're going through, you know, anything right now that might cause you a little bit turbulence. But just think about all the work and the worthiness of that work that you're putting in for your own alchemical align. It's all happening now in this divine right time. Never mind the external environment that will make you feel like there is no hope. That's their dope that they're stuck on, because they're drawing in from different vines that, because they don't put in the work at this time. Remember that, guys. Remember all the work that you put in. Remember that. Okay, although conditions have become challenging, sorry, me. Although conditions have become challenging, you have no reason to believe that everything you've set an intention for will elude you. Right now, the outer world is shifting, okay? And all the work that you're putting in is uplifting. Okay? Yeah. Maybe you are fretting about experiencing the results of some of your poor choices or judgment from the past. Let that go. Crow Spirit is here to remind you that you can always course correct and get back on track. That is fact. Maybe you've been hit by a loss or disappointment as a result of an event that had absolutely nothing to do with your manifesting, yet it has shaken you to your core. Believe that there is more. Sometimes it takes that shakeup or a breakup or some kind of like, why am I not getting my way with, you know, a relationship even now to today? This is just what's coming into my mind right now. Like, how is that not part of my align? Have I not put in all this work and effort in? If you're even viewing it in that landscape, then that's a trigger for you to go a little bit more deeper into the roots of you, because there is no outside completion that will be a completion of you. There's nothing outside of you that you don't already have within yourself for your health, wealth, self. You know, the patience that's needed, because you got to remember, like even in the beginning of this video when I had said that everybody's on a different level. You have to be mindful of that too. That everybody's journeying, and the more that you journey and complete within you what needs to be completed within you, believe that it's part of that collective too, and then you are uplifting that energy too, you know? But do it for you. Okay? Crow Spirit asks you to trust that no matter the temporary conditions, things will right themselves very soon. The law of balance makes it inevitable that this too shall pass. So anything that you've been hit with, justice is on its way. Don't lose sight of the faith that it all brings. Namaste.